Hey guys, what's up? So I started doing this and I was like, you know what? I have to share this. Well, first of all, let me say welcome back to the channel. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. So we have the MJX Bugs 2 set here. And what we're going to do is there's got a motor here. This belongs to Jim. You guys know Jim, Sinister RC. You don't know him? Man, you guys should know Jim already. So anyway, we got some motors here, some ESCs, some spare parts I had laying around. This guy's got a bent shaft and making a noise. So Jim's done picked up the Bugs. I don't even remember the name of it. He just showed me to. So anyway, he wants to go ahead and get this old guy. This was his OG one. So we're going to go ahead and pull off the belly of it and get to this motor and go and swap that motor out with this guy here. And if it's not the right, you know, CW or CCW thread, then we'll just swap out the bell. I think about between these two, I should have one of the same. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this open. This is MJX Bugs 2. I have not worked on these guys in well over 3 years. So let's get into it. So to take off the bottom, you're going to remove a screw here. Well, first you're going to start off with removing your lens covers. One here and one here. You got a screw. Well, one here and one here. You got a screw here to remove the bottom cover. Here, here, and here. Same way on the other side. And then up front, you're going to have here, 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 and here. And the little LEDs, you don't have to remove them unless you're going to remove them. I tried to remove the arm, or it, and remove the motor, but I have to go inside to unsolder. So there's no need to try to piece wire there. So let's go ahead and roll this guy upside right, and its cover should just magically come off. Looks like I kind of remember what goes on with these. We got compass in the top, GPS, so it's not going to pop right off. So be careful with all that inside there. But that's what it looks like inside. You guys have never seen the inside of a Bugs 2. Let's go ahead. Oh, sorry about the camera angle. Good, unplug those. Let me sit you down for a second. Ah, pretty tight there. Good to see that stuff plugged real tight like that though. So anyway, roll the cover over. It's good to see that. That's nice. Guys, the screwdriver I use on this is Ifix It. This is a kit that I picked up off of Amazon. It has a magnet in here. I have it out in the shed. Comes with quite a few bits. Check it out. Everything fits nice and neat in there. Nice magnetic tray on the bottom that you can put your screws back in and all that. Nice set. Cost you around $30 some. Well worth it on working on these. So just want to share that with you guys. Ifix It. Okay, so what I did here was just expose the wires. I made sure that this here was the propeller that came off that side, so I made sure that this will screw back on the right side for clockwise. That's what that one would be. So we got that straightened out. Now what I'm going to do is just more or less measure the motor with the wires. That way everything's the same. Someone goes back in and has to work on this behind me, there's going to be nothing different. So as you can see, I'm gonna cut my wires about right there. We're good to go. Make sure you straighten it out though. You don't have to really worry about this. This is just me because I just make sure that it's that way. Excuse me. Alright, so like I said, I exposed the wire. I'm sorry about that. I exposed the wire. I made this the length I needed and pre-tinned it. Now this takes a little bit of heat to put that copper to pre-tin it, so just remember that. But you're out a good ways away from the stator, so you're not going to do no damage at all. These guys can take some heat too. So what we would do here is let's grab our soldering iron here, and then I would do one wire at a time. I mean, obviously I could just go, okay, yellow, black, red, but what we do is we just do one at a time, get nice and hot, and just remove it like that. And I'll show you guys this way you don't forget on what goes where and how it goes. See that? Just like that. And we're going to use these tweezers. So just kind of heat it up and pull it back. That's all you're doing here. You're not trying to make fire or anything. At least I hope not. They look kind of dull. I will go back and hit them. I'm just trying to show you guys this on camera. They keep this guy back out of the way, because I'll just put some tape around that on the end game, and then we'll be done with that. So that takes off our bad motor, and then when we add this, that replaces our new motor. Gets it on there. Like I said, you can see the ends. I'll go ahead and run them down again. I'm always about giving the wire a little twist. I believe in that. But then none of the other ones are twisted, so we're going to leave it OG. Okay, let's go ahead and pin this guy back. Let's keep flying out on me. So if it keeps flying out on me, I have a method of that too. We just do that. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to take and tin these up real quick. When I say tin them up, I'm going to run some solder onto them. Just be real gentle. Alright, of course it pops off, but that's okay. I think it's not the solder, I think it's just mixing the two solders. It just doesn't like that. Just in our world, if we see that dull finish, we know it's a cold joint. But I think it's just a matter of mixing the solder at this point, because everything's grabbing. So okay, we're not going to sweat that. They are grabbing there. So okay, so then at that point, you're just going to go ahead and tuck your wire back in. You're going to get yourself a piece of tape, like I said over here. Just a piece of, you know, black electrical tape. And pull you a little piece off of there. Not going to need much. All you're basically doing is just making sure that doesn't open up while it's inside there. I don't think it would do anything if it did. You know, put these back in, remembering that doing these guys here, here's what you watch out for. You watch for when you're going back together your wire holes, because that's where you'll get it. And you can always just mimic everything off of here on putting this all back in. That's what I do. Never take both sides apart at one time. It'll kind of show you that. So okay, let me tuck all that back in and we'll get back with you. Okay, as you can see, we got our tape on. We're all tucked back in. We're clean and clear from this. It kind of looks very similar to this, or I guess if we poked it out that way. But you want to make sure, like I said here, that your wires are down. You don't want to pinch nothing in here. You just want to make sure everything goes the way it goes, and just have everything out of the way. So like I said, this looks good. I noticed when I messed with these before, that was the big thing. I'm getting it in there. Like I say, you see how it's setting up a little bit higher than this one. That one's setting down, so it's going to fix that. It will get itself down in there. You just have to finagle it around the wire as well. Wires that are in there. And that's just, like I said, it's just a matter of doing this, because this is where your motor wires will kind of pinch. So that looks kind of very good to me. It looks pretty much like the same as this one over here. Doesn't look like it's been changed. You can actually look at the shaft and tell the difference, that it was the right motor got changed out. So I did have the correct motor. So let's go ahead and put the top back on it and seal everything back up. Don't forget your compass and your GPS module. You want to plug them back in. Let me get where I can show you. Here it is. Your two wires that you unhooked from the top earlier, you want to put them back on. You don't want to forget those. Remember, again, as we're doing this, we want to line up the motor pods, and we just want to make sure nothing is pinching. If it doesn't kind of go back together, you can kind of see right what I mean by here. See how we kind of got wires poking out, and they kind of want to just poke themselves out. You just want to make sure that they're down inside. That way when you do seal it, it actually locks itself in. And they're kind of the way they go around the motor. And don't forget your motor brace or your motor thing neither. And you see that happens all the time. The little snaps break out of the back. That was one of the little things. It happens just from over tightening them. So don't forget this on your motor to motor shim. You definitely don't want to forget that. So let's see what we got going on here. And get this guy locked in here and see if we can get it down on there. See right here, I don't know if you can see down in there, but there's a wire. The red wire is actually hitting, and that's covering the hole. So that's what I'm talking about. Just kind of make sure you get that out of the way and get that down in something, and put that arm down on too, just like so. So that's basically what you got going on there. Make sure all of it seals, you know what I'm saying, like this, because you don't want to take your screws and pinch it together. So now that it's like that, we will roll it over and we will put all the screws back in here, 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 and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. Okay, I know I'm not meaning you're stupid, just trying to remind you to get all your screws back in, because that makes a world of a difference on these things and how they fly. It's wobbly and loose. Another good thing to do is to pop off your lens cap with 2 screws here and here. Go down and take off this here, and then be gentle because you only got so much wire, for say like so. Get down in there, it will move it the way side like that, right? And then tighten up your motor screws. That's a good thing to always do after so many flights, because these guys do loosen up motor screws and will fall off. And remember, tightening it up, you're just gonna snug it up. That's why I like this little Ethix screwdriver. Just snugs everything up. It's plastic. You're not gonna go killing it. So there it is. Everything's back together, and it was actually the piece that broke off. This piece was actually just a piece that locks in. It was actually not a screw. So we tightened up on all screws. So we still have 2 ESCs that are good on motor shim. Bad motor. We'll toss that one out. And we will give it a shot. A lot better. That motor was clicking and squealing. Yep. Oh no, hold it. Okay, yeah, just the plastic you hear. When you spin it, you'll hear the plastic like chatter a little bit. I might have to tighten them arms up, or motor. So yeah, so there you go. That's how you replace a motor on a Bugs 2. I think this is the Bugs 2C maybe. I'm not sure. I was remembering the whole thing, you know, what model and all they were. But yeah, goes to show you that it'll still work on these guys. And we got a 5-inch there, Jim, and we got jacks there. So we got another one being built here. Yeah, it was fun. Actually fun tearing this guy apart. I can't wait to actually go fly it. Jim, give me permission and I can rip it. We'll throw an SD card in it. Oh, battery slid at the back. We'll put an SD card in that thing and send it out and put some footage up of a Bugs 2C.
Thank you for watching.